Actually. Oh. This is not what I meant. Is this one? Yes. Where is it? There. Now, before we go talk to people, let's deal with the codex. Cerberus xenobiologists believed until recently that the collectors were coordinated by a biologically active caste, similar to other insectoid alien species. New evidence suggests that collectors have a singular commander, a so-called collector general, that has never been seen on the battlefield. Instead, it selects its minions as remote platforms of its consciousness in a process that has been likened to a biological hack of cybernetic version of demonic possession. Biological hack of cybernetic version of demonic possession. That's a sentence. A sentence that is. The Collector General can spend a secure signal to any one of its minions, smoothly take control of their motor functions, and awaken their previously dormant biotic potential. In a matter of seconds, even the loveliest Collector drone can be upgraded to a battle-hardened biotic commander. If the Collector dies, the General can simply activate and control another body. I wonder if the General feels anything. Or is it just like remote controlling a body with no senses? Postmortem analysis reveals that its command signal relies on cybernetic implants directly installed to the Collector's cerebellums, but how the technology functions is presently unknown. Coordinating sensory input and motor functions simultaneous with remotely amplifying biotic abilities is beyond the grasp of current human science. Why such advanced species would be interested in human is puzzling. More disturbing still, victims of the Collector say the General has spoken to them and referred to itself by human name, Harbinger. Krogan Blood Rage. Feared throughout the galaxy as nightmarishly violent warriors, the Krogan are both aided and hobbled by their legendary blood rage. In the grip of that madness, Krogan become seemingly invincible, but are merely totally unresponsive to pain. Blood and rage Krogan fight regardless of injury level, to the extent that Krogan shorn of all four limbs continue gnashing past brain death into total somatic death. The supremely resilient, hyper-valiant blood rage is the synergy of two aspects of Krogan neurology. In the first aspect is positive feedback loop in which adrenaline, also activated by fear rage, suppresses serotonin, the brain chemical that induces serenity. The second is the overdeveloped Krogan limbic system. In Krogan, as in humans, fear or rage, shifts mental control from the frontal lobes responsible for reasoning to the limbic system, responsible for aggression and survival. During the shift, Krogan and humans exhibit diminished capacity for logic and self-control. Prior to ecological devastation of Tuchanka, blood rage was extremely rare among the Krogan. Back then, while all Krogan were capable of heightened anger and violence in fight-or-flight scenarios, almost none experienced insensitivity to pain. The 1% who did were those suffering serotonin suppression. At the time, Krogan society regarded the condition as pathological and medicated or imprisoned sufferers to protect them and society. Following nuclear ecocide 4 millennia ago, evolution selected only those Krogan afflicted with the blood rage for survival. Today, there is no living memory among the Krogan of a life without mindless, murderous fury. Huh. Interesting that that was the trait that survived the almost extinction. The ecocide. Good word. In our trying times. Good word to remember. Husk science. Though the exact fate of species captured by the collectors isn't clear, the humanoid appearance of these signs gives ghastly clues. The sign's frame and the skull Sorry about that. I need more tea. The sign's frame and skull are similar to those of a human or a sari, but the bone structures are overlaid with a metallic resin. Posthumous examination of the bodies reveals a skin tone resembling that of reaper husks, but their transformation process seemed more extensive. Like husks, they are cybernetically modified on a nanoscale so they can operate even in hard vacuum. Hoses rather than veins and muscle tissue measure portions of the body together. Join measure points of the body together. One arm is replaced with a construct that is a large rifle, turning the creature into a humanoid weapons platform, and a fleshly sack is supported by the creature's back and head. These sacks contain brain matter and spinal tissue, too much to have come from just one victim. This indicates signs are an amalgam of several individuals, with one primary victim providing the frame and several secondaries providing the fresh flesh for the decentralized semi-mechanical nervous system. This decentralization makes them highly resistant to gunshot wounds. Even a headshot is not a certain kill. The sign's weapons, however, indicate that signs retain some living tissue, or at least sustain some of the same electrochemical reactions as those of human biotic. The weapon creates a powerful warp effect, which is consistent with the ether modules visible in the sign's expansive nervous system. Given the rarity of human biotics, it seems likely that these dust-form ether modules are deposited during their transformation rather than requiring a meiotic victim in the first place. Then we leave overload for now.
In the early 21, living the Krogan evolved
No.
hovering tanks resembling a cross between an octopus and a giant crab. Praetorians are well-armored killing machines of mysterious origin. Hovering tanks resembling a cross between an octopus and a giant crab. Praetorians are well-armored killing machines of mysterious origin. Praetorians employ redundant systems from the multiple humans encased within them. Armed with eye-mounted particle beams and capable of attacks at close range, they teleport to evade attack while regenerating their shields. Within hours after death, the organic components of Praetorian corpses disintegrate into a denatured pus, while their mechanisms turn to ash. One specimen, autopsied within minutes of death, reveals a clue. Nanomachines may disintegrate the Praetorians' organic and mechanical components before self-destructing. If correct, this self-rendering hypothesis could account for 3 documented cases of dead Praetorians apparently releasing or becoming clouds of neurotoxic gases, causing suffocating paralysis and nearly instant death. In one remote facility, 17 soldiers died from gas inhalation while assessing the Praetorian. Any personnel in the vicinity of dead Praetorians are urged to protect themselves with breathing apparatus.
Huh.
Although they...
No. I didn't even clock that it was a...
A typical terminus colony possessing minimal tourist value.
species.
Horizon promises substantial economic opportunity, especially in providing new products for humans and supplying the Turian hierarchy. Surveyed 18 years ago, Horizon received pilot habitation 4 years later. The colony proper is now 8 years old. Blessed with verdant forests and abundant fresh water, Horizon maintains a colonial culture that thrives as a refuge from the increasing restrictions of Citadel-governed society. Horizon has attracted numerous dissidents, marginal people, and fringe dwellers from across Alliance space. Known as the Starcraft Cemetery, Corliss was the regional toxic junkyard for centuries. Ships reaching astronautical near-death at connecting mass relays were sent to Corliss. Stripped of every useful component, then dumped planetward to clear shipping lanes. Currently, Corliss hosts numerous merc factions, such as the Blue Suns, rumored to be using downed ship fossils to test advanced munitions. Massive gun batteries threaten anyone attempting planetfall, with minimal defenses against ground attack. Because ancient volcanism greenhoused the planet, Corliss was too hot and CO2 rich to develop a biosphere, despite the abundant lakes that could have sponsored the development of life. Now cool enough for protected habitation, but too scorching for anyone but extremophiles and mercenaries seeking secrecy, Corliss supports numerous Krogan outposts. The Krogan have therefore seeded Corliss with hardy Varen, often kept as warhounds. Varen live primarily on a diet of geophagous vermin and each other.
And each other.
The Collector's particle beam weapon is strangely crafted, possessing few moving parts, lacking any obvious means for disassembly, and containing organic parts. The amount of energy required to create a destructive beam is several orders of magnitude more than the energy required to launch a physical projectile at high velocity via a mass effect field. Lacking any clear ammunition or fuel source, the device likely uses heat sinks or compensators to maintain firing during sustained combat. Current Cerberus efforts to understand the technology and replicate it have failed. The Collector's particle beam weapon is strange.
The biotic focuses on snapping on signal target's life, gains and reduce strength and duration damage. Actually, I know mine. That should be fine. No. Uh-huh. Something is happening. Emergency, sir. Are we done?
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Some other time. About to test new bioweapon.
Oh.
Not on us, of course. Didn't think I had to specify, but Joker got nervous. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Okay, you're not ready to talk then? How about you?
Commander, sorry I'm a little unfocused. Personal matter. It won't affect my duties.
I always have time for my crew. What is it?
As I said, it's a personal matter. I don't want to waste our time if it turns out to be a goose chase. But... well, I got pinged by a ghost the other night. Family.
I'm listening.
My private log got an update about the Hugo Gernsback, the ship my father served on. It sent an SOS last week, reporting a crash and requesting a rescue. Shepard, that ship went missing 10 years ago. I hadn't talked to my father for 3 years before that. I've buried everything but a body. I'm not convinced it isn't just some automated distress signal ticking over. It's been too long.
I'd think you'd be more excited that your father might be alive.
He wasn't around enough for me to have bad memories. It's an old, well-healed wound. But if he's actually alive and needs help, I also want to note that it's not normal procedure for distress calls to be routed to the Normandy. This was passed to my personal log through Cerberus filters.
Any signs that this is a Cerberus front? Who passed this to you?
I doubt the elusive man would let a direct operation stake hold this long. If there's a link, it's probably just about money. Cerberus needs diverse holdings to fund projects like, well, you. And whoever sent this my way covered their tracks. Someone could be fishing for favors, or thought it would get under my skin. Who knows with that bunch?
Why is your suit so tight? Suit. Okay. Still tight though.
Tell me about the Hugo Gernsback and what it was doing.
Privately held frigate. I looked over the mission brief when it disappeared. Nothing stood out. Typical research and grab operation. Find an uncharted planet, stake a claim, and establish as large a presence as you can as fast as possible to shut out competitors.
Huh.
You didn't get along with your father?
He made no apologies, I'll give him that.
Everyone has daddy
Make a
issues in this
mistake,
ship.
you own up to it. Even if you keep making it. Whatever problems we had were a lifetime ago. I've had 10 years to get to where I am. And as far as I know, he's still a ghost.
I think we can spare the time. Pass the coordinates to Joker.
I appreciate that, Commander. I don't expect more than dusty old bones, but it'll be good to close the record.
I'm just happy that if we're gonna have weirdly sexualized suits, we're gonna do it equally for both. Or both. For all the genders, let's just say.
In 3 months. I can't wait.
We're flying into the eye of the storm, and you're thinking about some Asari prostitute?
Hey, watch it. It's not like that at all. She's... You won't understand unless you meet her.
Shira. Do we ever meet her again, I wonder?
Hey, Commander. It's, pretty crazy the people you can run into out here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was probably a setup or something, but it was still
Yes,
good
it
to
was.
see Caden. Staff Commander Alenko, wasn't it?
Yeah, we talked. It was nice, but things have changed. We let it go.
Oh, good, because I was not looking forward to your mood if that went bad. There's a reason I don't date crew, Commander.
This is gonna age bad. For both of us, my dear.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
It doesn't take much to fracture your thumb, does it?
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Thank you. I want to talk to people first.
Back for more. Tough fight on horizon. I fought slavers and kidnapping rings, but nothing like that. Some slavers took a little girl on a colony in the Skepsis system. Girl woke up, fought her way out, got picked up by my band well on her way to Omega. 8 years old. She'd have had no chance on Horizon.
Did she have any chance in Omega?
Ever been to a Batarian prison?
No.
They don't trust you enough to sell you into slavery. That's where they send you.
Uh-huh.
In there you got two choices. Bash your head open on the wall, or kill everyone between you and the exit.
Probably. Wouldn't expect anything less. What you doing?
Hey,
Tell me about you, Jack. What are you up to?
still checking out your ship. Wouldn't mind putting her through her paces when you're not around.
I doubt Joker would appreciate that. At least not while we're working.
Relax. Joyriding doesn't have the thrill it used to. Besides, if I wanted it, I'd take it.
That's,
Really, no.
I've been around. Ran with gangs, wiped out some gangs, joined a cult. Kept the haircut. I learned how to survive and not be a victim.
It's hard to imagine you in a cult. That usually involves a lot of rules.
I was looking for answers. Drugs and sex and going to a better place. A better place, right. It was all about money.
Yeah,
they wanted to
usually
take
is
the colony,
out
shake the
control.
suckers down to fund their spread, and guess who was their ace in the hole? They were just like the rest. Didn't give one shit about me.
What'd you do when you found out?
What do you think?
Good for you.
You must have met some good people, too.
Everybody wants something, and because of that, everything is fair game. Murder, assault, kidnapping, drugs, stealing, arson. Done it all. And that's the boring shit. Piracy, theft of military craft, destruction of a space station, and vandalism. That was a good one.
A space station? You're pushing what I can believe.
Ain't saying it was easy. Not everything is spur of the moment. Sometimes you gotta work to give people what they deserve. Had some people I hung with for a while. Outlaw colony. Felt like they were like me. Guess that made us a nice target. Turians think they know something about a scorched earth response. Fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em.
Military's a hard target. Bet that made you some friends.
Shouldn't have left the thing unlocked.
True.
Besides, parades are boring. I helped.
I'm surprised you'd even mention vandalism in that bunch.
That's what the Hanar call it when you crash that space station I mentioned into one of their moons and make a new crater. They really liked that moon.
You were a pirate, too?
Ties in with the kidnapping. If you hijack a passenger ship and don't kill everyone, anyway. Good lesson. Simpler to just kill them all.
Do you ever wonder if you could have done things differently?
No.
Shouldn't you?
There's no reason I should be alive, but I am. You know why? Instinct. It's worked for me so far, and I'm not gonna change. Hey, Shepard. No one's ever asked me about this shit. It's strange to talk about. So fuck you. And thanks for asking.
So fuck you. Thanks for asking. You're welcome, Jack.
I hear that Rupert is actually cooking some good meals lately.
Yeah, right. That scunner couldn't serve a good haggis if his life depended on it.
Haggis.
All haggis tastes like ass anyway.
Yep.
Aye, but in the right hands, it can taste like mighty fine ass.
You. Yuck. Do not. Do not.
Shepard.
Grunt.
Just checking in. Making sure you're acclimatizing.
The hold is too open. Not enough cover. Armor is limited. Warlord Granth would target here to scatter heavy cargo, then focus on engines. That's what tank imprints show about human ships anyway. It's how I learned from the tank. Old pictures where memory is. Like holding a book for a child. Just remember this picture after picture. No help with finding a reason to care.
What other human info's floating around in there?
Less than a finger deep to sever your spine. You're soft. Solarians, Asari, all soft. Quarians, not so much. Turians, you have to work the blade, I guess. Don't see much point to it, though. Much point. Never mind.
Who implanted you with a sense of humor, my dear?
Something must move you.
My
You're
child, I
as
should
genetically Krogan
say.
as you can get.
I see suffering, the dead, and I think weak. I'm supposed to be strong. My guts were grown from thousands more worthy. The dead were weak. If they were strong, I wouldn't be needed. I don't know why Okeer started teaching. When he turned on the tank the first time, I screamed. Weak, pitiful.
So you started small, but you became what you are. Not everyone gets that chance.
I'm built for strength, but didn't earn it. I just am. Those dead were strong enough to try, even if they lost. The perfect Krogan, ignoring what made me. No strength in that. I'll take another look at what happened to the Krogan. Find a reason to care about it.
Good idea, maybe. Oh, dangerous, dangerous.
What's wrong?
They lost contact with New Canton. Might be the collectors.
Did your family get out of there?
I don't know. There's no communications yet.
I'm sure they're safe.
Oh shit.
You'll see.
Poor guy.
There you are.
There I am.
One of the girls in navigation thinks she might be pregnant.
Oof.
Even aboard a Cerberus vessel, life finds a way.
One way to put it.
I have to say, that Jacob? He seems pretty intense. I wonder if he likes Japanese girls with a penchant for kleptomania.
You're welcome to try.
Joker and Edie are like an old married couple.
Yep.
I keep expecting to walk in on them bickering about the temperature in the cockpit. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Shepard, I find myself in the unpleasant position of asking for your help.
Okay.
I don't like discussing personal matters, but this is important.
Miranda, you're one of my crew. Tell me what's on your mind.
You remember what I told you about Father? Building a dynasty? There was another reason I went to Cerberus for protection. I have a sister, a twin, and he's still hunting her. Cerberus has kept her safe, until now. She's living a normal life on Ilium, safe and hidden from my father.
So you think your father's tracked her down?
Precisely, Commander. My sources indicate he knows that she's on Ilium. I've tried to keep her hidden without impacting her life, but I'm out of options. He's too close. I need to relocate my sister's family before it's too late.
What do you know about your sister?
She's my genetic twin. We're identical, but she deserves a normal life, and she's going to get it no matter what.
Did your sister's family know about this? Are they okay with being relocated?
They know nothing. They're completely uninvolved. Normal. I told Cerberus, and they're coming up with a positive reason to move the family.
Did your sister's family know about this? Are they okay
They know
with-
nothing. I told Cerberus, and they're coming up
spaced
with a
out for a
positive
moment.
reason to move the family.
What do you need me to do?
My father is extremely persistent. I'd like to go to Ilium when Cerberus is moving the family to make sure none of his agents get too close. My contact's name is Lantea. She'll be waiting for us in the lounge near the Nos Astra docking bay.
A lot of stuff to do on Ilium lining up. But I think
Thank
before...
you, Commander. Rupert put the new supplies to good use.
You're welcome. But I think before we go to Ilium, I'd like to go to a few different places.
How may I help you, Commander?
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
I wish she had more dialogue at random intervals. Garrus. Last but not least.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the Normandy's weapon systems?
My current upgrades are working pretty well. That's about the best I can do.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Okay.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Talk to you later. At least they're not dumping all loyalty missions at us at once.
Admiral Stephen Hackett, Alliance HQ.
Okay.
Commander,
Hi.
thank you for your time. I'll keep this brief.
Okay.
We have a deep cover operative out in Batarian space. Name's Dr. Amanda Kenson. Dr. Kenson recently reported that she found evidence of an imminent Reaper invasion.
I thought you didn't believe
call me?
in Reapers.
This morning I received word that the Batarians arrested her. They're holding her in a secret prison outpost on terrorism charges. I need you to infiltrate the prison and get her out of there. As a favor to me, I'm asking you to go in alone.
I thought the Alliance denies the Reaper threat. That must be some proof she found.
Kenson's team found an artifact out in Batarian space. She believes it's a Reaper device, proof that the Reapers are indeed planning to invade. I've known her a long time. If she says she has proof, it's worth checking out.
What else can you tell me about the operative?
Amanda's a top scientist and an Alliance agent working in Batarian space. It's a deadly assignment, and she's one of the few up to the challenge. She and I go back pretty far, Commander. I won't let her rot away in a Batarian torture camp.
It's interesting that Zaid just talked to us about the Batarian prison. Now we're getting this mission.
I have a hell of a squad with me. I'm sure they'd help out.
Kenson is my friend. If the Batarians see a squad of armed soldiers, they'll kill her. This is serious, Commander. Go in with discretion, or don't go at all.
I don't think 1 or 3 is gonna make much difference, to be honest.
What's Dr. Kenson actually doing out there?
She's a deep cover operative, Shepard. We talk only when we have to. I'd heard she was investigating a rumor of a Reaper artifact in the system. Her last report said she'd found it.
The Batarians won't take kindly to the Alliance breaking into a secret prison.
This is not an Alliance operation. It's one person going in alone to save a friend. If it were an official mission, of course the Batarians would be upset. You keep this quiet, Shepard, and there's nothing to worry about.
And you're also not an Alliance, officially not an Alliance Spectre anymore.
I'll make this a priority.
The prison is hidden underground in a Batarian outpost on Aratat. I'll upload the coordinates now. Once she's secure, confirm her discovery. We'll debrief you when you're back.
Got it.
Hackett out.
Make this a priority after they finish the main game. Is more of a correct message. Can you help? From Robin Reeve, Commander. The Alliance soldier here gave me this contact information. I hope this reaches you. You said you're trying to stop these collectors. They took my son and my brother. Have you found them? Do you know where they are? I know you're looking, but so many people are just gone. Every family lost someone. The children are the worst. Empty desks at schools, winter clothes that never got worn. Please, the Alliance isn't doing anything. The Council isn't doing anything. If you can find our people, I'm begging you to do something. Tell me something I can do. Tell me anything. Robin Reeve. Shadow Broker Intel. We're aware that your old friend Liara Tsoni has been hunting for the Shadow Broker for several years. We wouldn't mind helping her in that hunt, given the broker's past work for the collectors. We recently uncovered some information that might give Liara a lead on where to find Shadow Broker's base of operations. But unfortunately, she doesn't have much faith in Cerberus intel. If you'd visit Ilium and pass it to her as a gesture of goodwill, we'd appreciate it. And they're dumping some of the missions at us. Squeak. Actually, I came here because I wanna go make some tea. And that's the wrong song. I can keep this one for now. I'll be back in a few. Just bring some tea with me. I'm back. Let's go. Do you have anything to say?
I saw the reports on Horizon.
Oh, yes, you do.
What you did was amazing. The report mentioned that Cade Nolenko was there. How did that go?
Wouldn't you want to know?
It was good to see him.
Do you have strong feelings for him?
What we had together is in the past now.
I'm sorry. Parting ways with someone so close is never easy.
I appreciate that, but I'll be okay.
Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if
I
you
like
need anything.
the renegade option. No, it's easy. Where are we even?
Probe away.
15 probes though. Because did not replenish. Also, we did not finish the system where we found Grant. We kind of went to Horizon right away, so we'll probably have to stomp back.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe.
A pressure cooker of a planet Venture's thick nitrogen-based atmosphere is also a source of wealth for a small colonist industry. While Venture's high temperature are brutal, the primordial soup is not as acidic as other hothouse planets, and xenon can be readily collected and excavated from the lower troposphere by recovery bots. One sec. Dropped something. The Xen is then sold for use in ion drives and electric lights. Venture's gravity is relatively low for a planet of this size, making the recovery more economical than would otherwise be expected. Prospect is a hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant with 13 known moons, most of which seem to have dense heavy metal deposits on first scan, starting a resource rush by colonists from nearby Horizon. In a tragic turn of events, the galactic uranium surplus drove half of mining firms out of business, and the surface of some moons are littered with the bodies of executives who committed suicide by airlock. Not funny, but also funny. Today, mining operations have reached a much more palatable equilibrium and hold more diversified and sustainable portfolios. Prospect is within the frost line of its solar system, where ice giants do not normally form. For this reason, it is believed to have been an extrasolar capture. Has then accidentally wandered in. I don't want to know about how planets accidentally wander in, to be honest.
Probe launched.
Watchman. Perched on the outer edge of Yera's small solar system, Watchman is a mid-sized rock and ice planet that has picked up a dozen moon-sized objects. Its nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere is too thin to support life, with solid ice covering its calcium-heavy rocky core. Footprints of the first surveying teams to come to the planet can still be seen on its practically airless surface. The planet, devoid of valuable resources, has been few visitors since.
Probe launched.
Can we see the footprints or just the giant craters?
Probe away.
This one I think was where the Warlord was. Chartered by Solarian mining expedition that went of course due to computer error. Antigor is a hydrogen helium gas giant with 11 known moons and dust rings. And moderate resources. Thankfully.
Probe away. Probe launched.
This planet is bigger than the sun it's orbiting. I think it's about to crash into it. A planet only a Borgia could love, Vril is notable for its near-miss climate, punishing heat and a thin, toxic ethane atmosphere. Its surface is dotted with Krogan and Borgia habitats, eking out a meager living of the planet's tin and copper deposits and killing anyone who cuts into their profits. Travel advisory. Krogan can survive in the heat with the use of breath mask. All other species require environmental suits to avoid heat exhaustion burns. Liquid water can be found in large lakes on the surface. This can be used for thermoregulation but is not potable without processing. Alliance Bulletin. Large-scale gang warfare is regular occurrence in Vril. Civilian travel is not advised. Large-scale gang warfare is
Launching probe.
with all the Borgia.
Probe away. Probe launched.
Can I say something weird? Kinda.
Probe
You know,
away.
like there are many reasons to love Mass Effect. Like, if whether you played it when it first came out, whether you played it when Legendary Edition came out, the writing, the story building, the characters, like there are many reasons to really love the game, right? But if you do use critical thinking... One second. Named for one of many Krogan gods of vengeance, Uzin is a gas giant close enough to its orange sun and that none of its moons are considered habitable. Its composition is largely hydrogen methane, with traces of xenon and the Krogan collector for use in ion drives. Uzin is well within the frost line, where gas giants usually do not form, leading astronomers to believe that its orbit used to be further from the star. If so, this would indicate a seriously unstable orbit, and the planet may plunge into its star within a few million years. Yes, I would say not million, but quite sooner, to be honest. As I was trying to say, if you use critical thinking, especially like modern critical thinking, and if you start questioning a lot of elements of the world building in this game, if you start questioning why they're sorry, for example, well, not why they're sorry, but just question they're sorry.
Launching probe.
The all-female race that can mate with anyone and be sexualized by everyone, and basically are presented as like hypersexualizable race. When you start questioning why most of the first Mass Effect and second Mass Effect did not have female representative of other races. You get them mentioned sometimes, but even mentioning is like very rare and minor. But like Turians, Krogans, Solarians, Hanar, Volus, Vorcha, who else? What's my favorite people called? Elcor.
Probe away.
Drell. Practically most like every other race only have males. And of course you can like say, oh, it's for budget, for not drawing different models. Yes, they brought some in DLCs. Wait, let me read this planet. Uninhabitable by most species, Flat is home to the Bloodpack's warship training and breeding grounds. A thick atmosphere is nearly all nitrogen and lacks oxygen, which poses no hazard to the warship. Needing little but imports of food and water, mercenaries to be trained religiously to overpower and kill whoever the company is at war with this time. Travel advisory. Flat Spaceport and wholly owned subsidiaries of the Bloodpack Mercenary Company in corporation undergoing numerous civilian investigations for capital crimes. Civilian traffic fleet is strongly discouraged. Or even if you leave genders alone and sexism and stuff like that.
Fuel reserves at 50%.
1 second, we'll replenish them. You realize that some of the races were built so much into one to fit a certain stereotype. It makes it questionable that they have achieved like space travel and are here on this council space, let's say. I mean, sometimes they're portrayed to be too dumb to have achieved space travel, let's just say. And you do have to have a certain level of scientific and societal evolution. This is a similar situation as to the previous planet. Basically, I think there are, I wouldn't say plot holes, but much less attention has been paid to the settings of the races than, for example, settings of the space physics of weaponry. And there are a lot of questions you can ask with all the sexualized armor. Well, sorry, is a big topic anyway. As in, was this really the best way to write this? But the reason I'm talking about it is, I think what the weird thing I wanted to say is, it makes you as a writer, for example, if you write things, if you like creating stories, feel a little easier on yourself. For example, I would get stumped while writing because I would try to get rid of all the little inconsequences in the world setting, and I start questioning every little thing, how it's connected, does it make sense logically, how do they behave. Will people reading this, for example, think, no, this makes zero sense, this too far-stretched even for fantasy or sci-fi. The moral or... oh, it's poor.
Probe away.
Logical connections, no easier, no? Of the things. And then you see things like this and think to yourself, well, if Mass Effect can be such a great story and such a massive story for people, for a fan base, without fixing all these little things, maybe you shouldn't be so strict with yourself to iron out every little detail in things you are writing, you know? Basically, that's the weird thing I wanted to say. Maybe just write it out and then see how it falls. A small hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant passed and its moon served as the Eclipse mercenary company's fallback position after their defeat on Neith. Once they had gathered their strength, they leaked a false position to the Nahessit consortium to lure them into a trap, which devoted into a pitched battle. Both sides claimed victory. Nahessit lost more ships but could afford to settle back in the way Eclipse could not. Oh, we already did this. Bust. Isn't it like a deity?
I have detected an anomaly.
Oh. Neith. Cold and dry, Neith has a thin nitrogen atmosphere and vast salt flats at its equator, which is warm enough for liquid water to pool during the summer period. The revealed salt is collected and sold to sodium poor planets for agricultural purposes. During the Anho rebellions, Neith was a staging ground for Eclipse ships and was a site of their first defeat with the enemy. Nahessit surprised and routed them with a superior force. Some wreckage from the battle can still be found on the planet today.
Launching probe. Probe away.
Beacon process interrupted. Translation occurred.
Probe launched.
General distress. Beacon process interrupted. Translation.
Launching probe. Something on our sensors.
Anomaly detected. Surface scans indicate wreckage of merchant fighter conviction. Known damage to ship catastrophic. Detecting movement but no sense of organic life. I'm also not saying that that Mass Effect was not criticized by all for all those things. I'm pretty sure there've been massive discourses on especially the sexism. Grogan pure blood, Grogan warlord. Master of his blood rage, increase his already fantastic generation rate, letting him survive wounds and will kill other Grogan. Health, weapon damage, health regeneration. Health, same, weapon damage, 10% difference, 15%. Pure blood. Okay, Jacob. Survival skin for will to make him even harder. I think didn't we choose this previously? But I am saying that the sound is too loud, is what I'm saying that the sound is too loud, is what I'm saying. I'm saying that you can.
A sandstorm is approaching from the northwest. Proceed with caution.
The story is very much still very much loved, even with all its imperfections. System status report. Engineering status compromised. Catastrophic damage to primary and secondary cores. Element 0 exposure levels critical. Fuel leaks throughout the engineered decks. Navigation status critical. Manual control of navigation impossible. VI control locked out by executive command. Authorization CRUT 43279. Sensor status compromised. Short range sensors offline. Unsafe planetary proximity detected at 700 hours. Life support compromised. Life support returning to safe levels. VF control locked out by executive command. Authorization CRUT 43279. Shield status normal. Shields holding 100% integrity. No shield breachers detected. VI network compromised. Combating potential contagion. VI control of critical systems locked out by executive command. Authorization CRUT 43279. Communications compromised. Damage to communication array critical. Activating distress beacon. I don't think there's anyone alive in here.
Attention all hands. We are on a collision course and losing systems fast. Report to the escape pods immediately. This is not a drill.
This is not a drill. Thank you, I needed that. And that. Fourteen crates of reflective mech armor X6378. Surcharge station. Here's CS facility. 180 Loki mech source. Half naked art experimental mechanics division. Here's CS facility. YMIR mech source. Same facility. Same division.
Trenton, we've got a problem in the cargo bay. Marcus says the mechs in the containers are activating and self-destructing. Go check it out.
Huh. So they were transporting the mechs and they just started activating and self-destructing.
Multiple hostiles powering up at your location. Recommend immediate extraction.
Shuttle VI. Is my shuttle operated by VI?
Been spotted.
Two for the price of one. I'm missing. I'm whiffing.
System failure. Rerouting power.
Remind me to play Valorant before I play Mass Effect next time. So I can get back to my aim.
Reduced visibility to 90%. Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
Take it! I'll put them down.
Come on over.
Hostiles!
Sandstorm activity has reduced visibility to 65%. Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
Trying.
Come on over.
Nope. Did not expect to die in this mission. But it happens to me. They keep walking to where I am.
Recommend immediate extraction.
And it's annoying. Speaking of.
Change weapons.
Right.
Sandstorm activity has reduced visibility to 90%. Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
Backup systems engaged. Critical system damage. Not designed for thermal ammunition.
Shield.
Careful. Backup systems engaged. Rerouting power. Backup systems engaged. Excuse me.
Who said excuse me?
Critical system damage.
I thought. It's my Kuchibuse.
Sandstorm activity has reduced visibility to 65%. Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
Get over here.
Proximity warning.
Love this thing.
Have a nice trip.
Sandstorm activity has reduced visibility to 40%. Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
Time to fight!
Proceed to shuttle for evacuation.
It's about to go off!
Backup systems rerouting power. Critical
Wait.
damage.
Time to go.
Time to go. Found survivors are succumb and deactivated. Sekhmet, a hydrogen helium gas giant believed to have entered Anum's system within the last billion years. Sekhmet has the site of an important battle of the Unhur rebellions. When the Eclipse mercenary company sought to capture the fueling station to deny the rebels supplies, a fighter wing hiding in the Sekhmet's rings ambushed them. Eclipse suffered heavy initial losses but destroyed 2 rebel carriers and forced them to retreat into FTL. This was considered the high water mark of the rebellion. At no point after the Battle of Sekhmet did the rebels have a victory. Today, Sekhmet is home to a refueling station, a small war memorial in orbit of the planet's L5 Lagrange point. Iso.
Probe away.
Nice.
Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away.
Anhur, a garden world with heavy population of humans and Batarians. Both on the same planet? Anhur was home to one of the ugliest violations of sapient rights in modern human history, of course. A consortium of corporations, corrupt politicians, fearing Batarian economic competition due to their custom of legal slavery, passed a resolution that abolished the minimum wage, effectively legalizing slavery in human-dominated world. The opponents of the motion quickly turned to activism and violence, and the civil war erupted as one side thought to end slavery throughout the system, and another, primarily Batarian faction called the Nahesid, sought to keep the slaves they had. The Anhur rebellions raged from 2176 to 2178. The Nahesid had a significant advantage in ships, labor, and weapons, forcing the Anhur militias to hire mercenary companies to even the odds. In the end, the abolitionists won out, though at the cost of much of their infrastructure. Although Anhur today is still a significant natural wealth, it is economically depressed, save for the construction industry.
Probe away. Probe launched. Probe
I
away.
did have a thought that if the human and Batarian population on one planet, how many of those humans are slaves?
Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe launched.
Press escape one too many times. Sobek, a hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant believed to be an extrasolar capture. Sobek's low-G moons were the sites of many Batarian labor camps during the anti-rebellions, generating raw materials for the war. When the slaves finally liberated by eclipse, the mercenaries found abysmal conditions, including whole camps that lacked mass effects, fields to keep the gravity at habitable levels. The widespread bone loss among the slaves was part of the master's final degradation. It would cripple them if they ever left for a standard gravity world. The plight of the slaves earned current galactic media attention, and several charities sprang up to pay for the physical therapy and find them gainful employment. Eclipse normally lived for their cutthroat, reviled, I forgot how to pronounce that word. Their cutthroat tactics and criminal employees found themselves painted as heroes. The mercenary company still retains an office in Sobek's Moon Hecate, out of nostalgia as much as business strategy. You don't say.
Probe away.
There's probably nothing interesting on this one. Kinda wish we could go here and here, but okay, let me just take a look. See, I don't have enough probes. Oh, I definitely don't have enough probes. It's a big system.
Only half our fuel remains.
When did this spawn? Oh, is it because of the ship we just saw? Woof.
Probe launched.
Woof.
Probe launched.
Big mountains. Also, you can't even see them because they're right behind me, but which is, I never actually noticed that they were right behind me. I mean, I should have noticed because it's logical, but
Probe launched.
Beach Thunder. Beach Thunder lives and dies on the price of titanium, the metal being the only reason to come to this frozen rock. Best-selling e-novel The Heartstone has popularized the story of the miners on the planet. It follows the Hunter and Drell robo miners competing with Krogan and Warcha to simply put the environment suits and lays the titanium out of more or less by hand. As the novel's promotional screed says, accidents are frequent, travelers fierce, and vengeance served up fast. You gonna give me... The titanium is not even on our list of things we need. You're a pretty planet. A hydrogen helium gas giant, Praying Mouth, is a ship-killing enigma, the Bermuda Triangle of terminus systems. There are many theories why ships never return from there. Undetectable space debris, old disruptor torpedoes, and magnetic mines from long-forgotten war, even miniature black holes. But what is clear is that too many ships have been lost here for it to be happenstance. Travel advisory. Due to the large number of ships lost when attempting to discharge their dive course in Praying Mouth, the relic system highly recommends using First Land's complementary discharge stations instead. Interesting. What is the actual reason?
Probe away.
I don't think it's tiny black holes, but mines, Reaper technology.
Probe launched.
Anything's possible.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away.
I'm just here for the EZO. Just saw one more spike of EZO here somewhere. There.
Probe away. Probe away. Probe away.
Is it not in the second game, but in the third game that we need to find something, an actual on the asteroid ring? A dwarf planet with a shroud of carbon monoxide and dioxide that keeps warm. Rove-Tide has its own name when large veins of platinum and palladium were stuck, and miners from all over cluster came in to stake their claims. Hunter police, when their drill enforcers clashed with Krogan and Warcha in the Angli series of race riots in late 2070s. The planet has only grudgingly kept a shaky peace since then. Hunter police and their drill enforcers. I understand the drill enforcers, but the Hunter police.
Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away.
I feel like I used a lot of words, but still didn't convey what I was trying to say when I was talking about the story imperfections, to be honest. I feel like what I was just trying to say is It gives me hope that you can still write a good story even if you don't iron out all the imperfections in the end. Oh, it should give everyone hope, maybe. A large hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant island, Wind is named for the sweet-smelling land breezes that come off the archipelagos of Kaya in the evening. As tumultuous as any other Jovian giant, Island Wind has cyclones that span tens of thousands of kilometers. Jovial giant. It's not what I thought I said.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away.
A hydrogen-helium gas giant believed to be an extrasolar capture. First Land is home to many space stations supporting the ubiquitous refueling platforms. A thriving community of Drell and Hunter make their homes in orbit here, giving the solar system robo-miners somewhere to go when 50-hour days and nights are driving them mad. 15-hour days and nights would drive me mad as well, I think. Especially if you had to work for 15 hours before you can sleep.
Probe.
I remember when I first went to the place where the polar day is a thing, and I woke up at like 3 or 3:30 in the night, and it was bright as 3:30 in the afternoon, and my brain was so shocked. Fitful Current was so named because of its orbits in the retrograde, indicating that it may have been an extrasolar planet that was captured by relic system gravity well. Large for rock planet, Fitful Current has only trace of hydrogen in its extremely thin atmosphere. Hanna robo miners have recovered some uranium and thorium deposits from its depth. I do have to say that I feel so much more comfortable during polar night, though. Polar night is my time to thrive.
Probe away.
I do not have a good relationship with sun, both in terms of light and in terms of heat. It's so funny actually because it's a famous story in my family that I hated the sun when I was a baby. Basically cried every time a sun ray fell on my face. And my mother used to tell me, like, if she took me out in a stroller to breathe air and get some vitamin D, every time the sun shone on my face, I would like scrunch my face and be so discontent with the fact that there is sun in the sky. Despite the name, murky water has yet to show the signs of having water whatsoever. Its name is literal translation from the original Hannar, who considered murky water a sign of danger. Murky water has a hazy crushing atmosphere of carbon dioxide methane, which brings the surface heat to boiling levels. It remains unexploited and gravity temperature too high to bother.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Which certainly makes it interesting when people then talk about neurodivergency
Probe away.
as being something acquired. in childhood, during the development stages, and sensitivity to light and sun is always is most likely associated with the sensory issues that come with neurodivergency. But then, if I already had it when I was tiny baby, just born, you have to make some connections there. Cannot believe one without believing the other.
Fuel at 1/2 capacity.
It's also interesting then when all the new health theories that even neurodivergency and things like ADHD can be traced to some what's it in English? Nutrient deficiencies. Basically, there are movements and theories and medical studies that say if you take certain supplements and if you regulate your nutrient deficiencies, you can get rid of most neurodivergent symptoms. But if I was already born with them, is it really so? Is it the symptoms I was born in? Is it the nutrient deficiency I was born with? What do you believe? What do you believe in this world at all? Site intel retrieved. Location coordinates Cherokee Station, Starbus System, Eagle Nebula. Data mining confirms the last report location Merchant Fighter MSV Corsica and the Cherokee Station Stratus System. Possibility exists that clues pertaining to anomaly that caused the mass malfunction of the Max aboard the Corsica can be found on board Cherokee Station. Can it? Nope. Not looking good. Welcome. Escape Jerry Station. We just got here. What do we need to escape already? Dr. Galvin, at my suggestion, we have cut power to all systems, have safe critical life support, in hopes that disabling this system will deny the VI the resources she needs to kill us. This is temporary solution. We cannot blast this out on our own. And by VI, are you sure it is still a VI? Welcome. Proceed to processing. That's a lot of blood.
Docking area power restored. Intruders are requested to report to the cargo doors for immediate removal from station.
Cargo doors. You wanna flush me out of the cargo doors? Vent.
Intruder detected. You are not authorized to be in this area.
Dr. Galvin, my firm belief is that VI is paranoid about the possibility of infection. Its current homicidal behavior is likely out of inflated desire to keep us from shutting it down. I believe that the VI is malfunctioning and that it believes our equipment is to be infected by a virus. If we continue to try to shut her down, she will keep trying to destroy us. Maybe our only recourse is just do nothing and convince her that we are not a threat. Dr. Telesin. I guess he either didn't listen to you or that failed. Power outage detecting station. Mainframe is locked down for security purposes.
Research area power restored. Beam engaged. Testing area has been locked down according to protocol M29-2. Reflective armor prototype repositioned.
Where am I trying to aim at though?
Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Reflective armor prototype repositioned. Testing area has been unlocked.
Thank you.
All personnel take this opportunity to leave the station immediately.
Is there any personnel left or did you kill them all?
Neutralized all hostiles.
Don't scare me like that. Attention all docks personnel. We are expecting a shipment of mech parts from the Hognekader facility on Capek, Huskin, Titan, Nebula. Make sure VI knows to accept docking requests from the fighter MSV person. The VI suspiciously sounds like an AI, doesn't it? With the amount of autonomy it has.
Living area power restored. The living area doors have been closed to quarantine a threat to this station. Advise intruders to engage self-destruct procedures to avoid death by starvation.
You don't say.
3 doors enabled. There are 3 doors enabled. 3 doors enabled. 1 door enabled. 3 doors enabled. All doors disabled. 3 doors enabled. 1 door enabled.
How did I do this?
1 door enabled. 3 doors enabled. All doors disabled. 3 doors enabled. 3 doors enabled. 3 doors enabled. 1 door enabled. 3 doors enabled.
Hmm?
One door enabled. 1 door enabled. 5 doors enabled.
There it is. Not looking so good. Me just stealing from dead people like it's nothing. Just a day of shepherd business. Alright, that one.
All intruders intentionally violating quarantine are requested to exit the station immediately. Plasma venting in progress. Attempting to reach the maintenance controls will most likely result in serious injury or death.
Kennings, I'm positive that the trouble with our VI started off with the Corsica docked with us. Taliesin is looking into the VI itself. In the meantime, I need you to go through the logs and find out everything that was on that ship.
This is a secure zone. Please leave this station immediately. All attempts to decontaminate station have failed. Require more power to escalate defenses. Maintenance area power restored.
Why did we just give her all the power to escalate defenses?
Hub area power restored. Central mainframe access granted. Docked vessel detected. Attempting to upload central... Intruder detected. You are not authorized to be in this area. This is a secure zone. Please leave this station immediately. I regret to inform you that all attempts to defend the station have failed. Shutting down security protocols.
Deactivate interrog station security protocols to escape the station.